Hello, my name's Jeff Judy, and I'd like to have you understand a little bit more about who I am and what I do. I want to start to think about core beliefs. Personally, I have three, especially as they relate to credit risk. First is, we don't make loan decisions, we make portfolio decisions. Secondly, we don't pay people to make loans, we pay them to manage credit risk. And lastly, credit risk is about anticipating the future. The issue is not about taking a bunch of numbers from the past, but about how understanding who our borrower really is and how their business operates. Now, why do core beliefs matter? Well, I believe that skills and knowledge are not just enough. Obviously, your employees have skills or they wouldn't have the jobs they do. But knowing your job and doing your job is not necessarily the same thing. What I endeavor to do in my activities is to help you reinforce your values and standards, so that your employees move not only from doing their jobs, but helping you foster the desired outcome of your organization. The intent is to help us all work well together. By well, I mean everyone from board member to senior management to mid-level management to frontline to customers and prospects. How do I do that? Well, first of all, I think every client needs to be heard before they listen to what I have to say. Many clients call and just say, tell me how I need to fix this. Well, it's a little hard for me to tell you how to fix what I don't know is broken. So the first thing I endeavor to do is spend as much time as I can with you learning where you are, how you got here, what's happening today, and what you'd like to have happen. Once we understand what the issues are, now we can try and identify the best possible solutions to meet those challenges. It's not just my solution, but it's the solution for your situation that we're trying to bring the best possible outcome to. I believe all financial institutions act as risk intermediaries. If I had my way, there would only be one job description for every job in every financial institution. That job description would be risk manager. If you think about it, every employee of your institution gets paid to manage some form of risk. For most institutions, the biggest risk, however, is going to be the one of credit risk. Credit risk is where we generate the greatest revenue source. It's also where we typically generate the greatest risk for our institutions. So, I want to make sure that we understand that risk management demands a comprehensive approach from top to bottom. Everyone needs to understand what the risks are, where we are going to apply risk tools, and how we're going to about managing those risks. The tool that I use to focus that conversation is culture. Culture matters. There are two sort of broad definitions of culture. The first is a loose culture. To me, culture describes how we do things around here. In a loose culture, we have folks who are doing things that are not necessarily how we'd like to have things done around here. What I prefer to try and develop and foster is the competitive advantage for your institution of having a tight culture. In a tight culture, our employees understand how we do things around here. That's how they behave every day, and that increases the likelihood that customers are going to understand who we are, and what they can expect from us going forward. What I want to make sure you understand is the financial services industry, to me, is an environment where the dumbest competitor tends to make the rules. We have to be very careful that we don't catch ourselves trying to be the competition, especially if we're matching the dumbest competitor. Matching the dumbest competitor is going to have significant negative consequences for us going forward. Copying your competition means that you're expecting to get the same results as them. Now, that's fine if they're the best participant in the marketplace, but copying the best does not necessarily mean that you're still going to get the desired outcomes. What you need to understand is we're trying to identify the mechanisms, tools, activities that we can apply culture to get different outcomes. The way to do that is to apply different approaches. To me, different approaches means the best approach to solve the issues that you need to get past in order to achieve your desired outcomes. Focal point of that is business development, that interaction between our employees and our customers and prospects. To me, business development is not just a standalone activity. It is, however, part of everyone's job, from teller to board member. Everyone interacts with customers and prospects. The issue for your institution is, are we getting the best possible interactions? the increased likelihood of better interactions is having a tight culture, i.e., people understand how we do things around here, and they're able to pass that on to customers and prospects. Now, how do we do that? Well, we do it through communications, communications, and communications. To me, communications is the number one job at every level of your organization. Can board members explain who we are and what we are? Can senior managers explain who we are and what we're trying to do? Can mid-level managers explain who we are and how we're going to do it? Do frontline personnel understand who we are and how they do their jobs to achieve it? Do customers understand who we are and why doing business with us generates a better outcome than dealing with other organizations in our marketplace? Now, communications involves a two-way street. Communications involves dialogue. If you're going to be the type of organization where you're just going to tell people what they need to do, you will certainly be telling them how you want to do things around here, but that does not mean that that's how they'll do it. What we want to do is we want to foster an environment where customers and employees feel that they are going to be heard if they raise issues about situations or challenges that might be impacting our organization, and more importantly, they're willing to provide solutions to those challenges. Understanding the people that do this every day and their concerns and hearing those concerns, more importantly, taking those concerns and providing solutions is what's going to enable our organization to achieve long-term success. Hopefully you found this clip of some benefit. If you'd like to know more about what you're getting with me, you can test drive me and my advice in my website, jeffjudy.com. Thank you for your time and attention, and have a great day.